When should I change my electrode for my saltwater sanitization system?
So another question we get asked is, when should I change my electrode on my Onzen or on my Spa Boy? While there is a battery indicator on there, that battery indicator, much like the filter indicator, that one's using a little more input. It's actually checking resistance and stuff of the plates and stuff. So it's a little more accurate at telling you that maybe it's time to start thinking about changing it. And it changes color. You know, the battery starts off as green. Sometimes you'll notice if Spa Boy's been off for a while, or your tubs, it will, for a second, it will turn into a red or even the orange color, and then it goes back to green. People ask us, well, why does it do that? Well, it's because it's reading things at different times, and when the unit is actually engaged, it will actually reset itself and do a measurement and then post that information. But the thing to think about is that it is a sacrificial process. All electrodes, whether you're using like some of the aftermarket ones where it's got something hanging over the edge of the spa that's in there, any of these types of electrodes over time will deteriorate. You know, that's just the nature of electrolysis. And sometimes calcium builds up on them or scale builds up on them, and we can soak them in vinegar, we can soak them in cell cleaner, which is citric acid, to get some more life out of them. But what I tell people is you should always have a spare one on hand. You should have a spare one on hand, because invariably yours is finally going to fail when the store is closed. It's on the weekend, you're having a big party, and now your salt cell's not working. Oh dang, what am I going to do? If you have a second one there, it's easy enough to change, and we have videos on how to change your salt cell. But how do you know that it's actually not working? Well, hit your boost function, and we talk about the cell smoking. You know, there's like this rising cloud coming from that. If you've got lots and lots when it smokes, when you hit boost, it comes on at its maximum output. So if you're only seeing a little bit of bubbles on there, you probably got some wear, and it's time to start thinking about changing it. If the battery indicator is indicating orange or red, you want to get a second one back up. And if you're more prepared, you'll always have one of those spare ones. Just like me, I like to have a spare cell, I like to have a spare couple of filters, so that when I notice something has happened, I can change it right then, and I don't have to make a special trip to the store to do that. So that's when you change your electrode.